So fake K-pop has now surpassed real K-pop. Let's talk about it.
Preach it to the choir. Can I get the mic a little higher?
Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the new movie KPop Demon Hunters on Netflix. To say this movie has blown up would be an understatement. It's racked up more than 33 million views in about 2 weeks. Add to that, the original songs are charting, or should I say, out-charting. The album debuted at number 8 on the Billboard 200, with Golden and Idol reaching number 81 and 77 respectively on the Hot 100. When adding Spotify to the mix, Idol peaked at number 1 and Golden peaked at number 2 on the Spotify Top 50, the latter overtaking Blackpink to become the highest charting K-pop girl group in US Spotify chart history. But what's all this hype about? Well, if you haven't seen it yet, this movie follows fictional K-pop girl group Huntrix, who protect the world from these demons, all while living their best Hannah Montana double life as pop stars. Then, they have to face off against rival demon boy group, the Saja Boys, who use their popularity and good looks to join together the demon world and the real world. And what comes out of this? Bomb-ass music! The soundtrack is 12 songs long, and out of those, 10 are original songs. Technically 9, since there's 2 versions of Takedown, and 8 if you consider that one of the songs is a score. But besides that, all the songs are great. We first open with Takedown Twice version, performed by Jungyoung, Jihyo, and Chaeyoung. The song in the context of the movie is great. They start writing it as a part of their plan to expose the Saja Boys. Lyrically, it's just that, an expose on who they really are, saying in the first verse, "So sweet, so easy on the eyes, but hideous on the inside. Whole life spreading lies, but you can't hide, baby nice try." Continuing in the refrain, "Cause I see your real face, and it's ugly as sin. Time to put you in your place, cause you're rotten within. When your patterns start to show, it makes the hatred wanna grow out of my veins." Then, saying in the pre-chorus, "I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Break you into pieces in the world of pain, cause you're all the same. Yeah, it's a takedown. A demon with no feelings don't deserve to live. It's so obvious." This song has a very direct message. They have every intention of exposing them, showing the world the demons they are. Sonically, this feels like an action-packed song, something to really get you going. A hype song, if you will. When I listen to it, I feel like I can do anything. Like, I don't have to take anyone's shit, you know? And the fact that it's performed by Twice members is the cherry on top. I like the Huntrix version, but I just think Twice did it better. They rearranged the key so the high note would be lower in the Huntrix version. Nothing against them, but having heard Jihyo's powerful vocal in the opening makes this one feel a bit lackluster. Maybe if their positioning on the albums were switched, or maybe if the Twice one was left to the end as a bonus track, I think I'd enjoy it more. Next up, we have How It's Done. This is literally a Blackpink song. Point blank period. It's even produced by Teddy, so I don't think the similarities are a coincidence or an accident. I also think it's very intentional that the first song we hear them sing already sounds familiar. Therefore, you feel more invested because it's something you know. The lyrics are similar to Takedown in the sense that it's about defeating demons, except this one is more about generic demons, not anyone in particular. The song, in my opinion, does a good job of establishing a status quo. It presents the girls as these badass fighters, and the fighting sequence also shows this. So to me, this all combined is a way to show you who they are, but also making you feel like you already know them. And now we have one of the songs that went viral, Soda Pop. In contrast to the previous two, this one isn't as on the nose with the demon theme, it's more about that parasocial relationship with the listener. The narrator talks about needing this person, and every time they get a little bit, they need more and more. Sort of mirroring or contrasting the desired effect they want the song to have. They're saying they're the ones who need the fans, which in part is true, but that fake obsession or need then gets translated onto the fans, making them feel like they need more. Could this be brainwashing, or just reverse psychology? Who knows? But what I do know is that both in universe and in the real world, people's shoulders, mine included, were shimmying along to the chorus. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Ah yes, the main song for the girls, Golden. I'll get the critiques and comments out of the way first. The song is a mix between IVE's Rebel Heart and I Am. Is this a bad thing? Not necessarily, but it was a bit jarring on first listen. I still find myself sometimes singing the lyrics if I am while mindlessly listening to Golden. However, just like how it's done, I don't think this was an accident. So making what's supposed to be the biggest song in universe sound like an already popular and successful song IRL, to me seems like a no-brainer. It also legitimizes in people's minds the fact that this is K-pop. It sounds like K-pop. It also feels like it, even if it's mostly in English. Talking about the lyrics, I'm perplexed. The song is great. You better believe I'm hitting those notes in the shower, on my way to work, or at the gym. But it feels like a bit of a plot hole to me. It fits in properly with what's happening in the movie, however, and once again, spoiler warning, I can't suspend my disbelief enough to actually believe that Zoe and Mira didn't know about Rumi's secret. The lyrics practically spell it out. In the first verse, the lyric that stands out to me most is, I live two lives, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. You could interpret this as being about their demon hunter versus pop star sides, but if it were about that, Rumi would literally be right at home. Then in the pre-chorus saying, I'm done hiding, now I'm shining like I'm born to be. That could be a euphemism for something else. This movie was a June release. But if you watch the movie, that isn't what she was born to be. Sorry, Lady Gaga, pack it up. However, the biggest lyrical question mark for me is the second verse. Waited so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. Put these patterns all in the past now and finally live like the girl they all see. Huh? If I were Zoe or Mira, I'd be asking hella questions. Cause they only question her when she starts editing the lyrics of Takedown, not when this was originally released. Again, even trying to apply the Hannah Montana logic to this, she's literally talking about patterns. You know who else has patterns? The redacted. The demons! This gripe isn't with the song at all. This is Rumi's I Want song, sort of, so it works in the movie. However, the way the reveal and things go down, I feel like they shouldn't have been as shocked. Moving right along, we have Strategy by Twice. I'm not gonna discuss this song here because if you know me, you know I love Twice and I love Strategy. If you want to hear my thoughts on it, click the iCard for my video where I react to the album. I'm also gonna skip the Huntrix version of Takedown since I already gave you my thoughts. The song you have all been waiting for, Your Idol. I've seen some chatter online from people who haven't seen the movie and who don't consume K-pop hating on the song, being like, why are you listening to a fake boy group? Cause it's good? If you've been following my journey on YouTube, you know that's hard for me to admit. But let's talk about the song itself. This to me is the logical evolution of the ideas and sentiments that were presented in Soda Pop. The main message of this song is the title. They will be your idol. But more than just a singer. No. They want you to need them. Religiously. There are slight moments with religious imagery, with the lyrics mentioning praying, sins, preaching, technically salvation, and if you want to go there, the line about another verse can be applied to both music and religion. So assuming you're not easily offended, I think this concept works great. It also helps that the song gets stuck in your head. Add to that the visuals from the movie, and it's pure perfection. The song itself does a good job of conveying that it's supposed to be kind of brainwashy through both the sound and the lyrics. The entire song paints a whole story from beginning to end. With each passing lyric, the audience is more entranced, and the Saja boys are shedding more of their disguise. So when in the end they scream, "No one is coming to save you," I got chills, not gonna lie. I was truly surprised at how good they executed the song, because it fits perfectly in the context of the movie, but it's also just great overall. I fully get how this went number one. Now it's time to strip it back a little bit. Remember when I said Golden was Rumi's I Want song? Well, this one also fits. But it's also Jinu's I Want song. But it's also their love song. The song in the movie just also really fits. It's enemies to lovers, it's finding common ground, it's amazing. It literally shows both of their struggles and how, when they're with the other person, they could face those problems. They could be free. Free! Oh my god, I never said the title of the song. Well, here you go. I start quoting lyrics, but I just start singing the whole song. The back and forth, the high notes, the harmonies. I just love this song. I wish we got a reprise after the end, but beggars can't be choosers. I don't have much to say about this song. It's great. What else do you want from me? And time for the weakest song in my opinion, What It Sounds Like. And What It Sounds Like is a closing track. To me, it felt a bit cliche. The sound of the song feels like an ending. Lyrically, it's about acceptance, about actually facing reality and living their truth. However, it falls a bit flat with how seemingly fast it happens. Like, there's a fake out right before the song, but I wish they did it differently. Add to that Zoe and Mira barely sing in it, and it's clearly about Rumi's path to acceptance. Hell, even the lyrics the other girls sing are about Rumi. It's not lost on me that she's the main character, but I feel it would have been a bigger payoff if the lyrics were about all aspects of acceptance. Rumi accepting herself, Zoe and Mira accepting their friend, and they could even add lyrics from the fans' perspective accepting them as hunters. Like, the movie was great, but I feel like they ran out of time towards the end and kind of rushed it. Add to that the deleted scene that could have fleshed out both their rivalry and relationship, hence making this ending even better, and I just feel robbed. It also doesn't help that this to me feels the most generic out of all of them. Like, it's good, but it's something I've heard before, in a bad way. I won't touch on the other songs cause the main bulk was the ones we discussed. The ones that are left are Love Maybe from A Business Proposal, great K-drama by the way, Path from a fictional boy group from like the 70s in the movie I think, and then the score suite. Overall, I think the soundtrack is great. The songs are both good in universe and as standalone songs. The pacing and the time the songs appear in the movie also feels appropriate, with the exception of maybe What It Sounds Like. But generally speaking, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I hope if they do a sequel, the songs are just as good, cause if so, wow, they've got another hit on their hands. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. I've been obsessed with the movie and soundtrack and I just had to talk about it. A bit of shameless self-promo, my previous video was a list of some K-pop summer songs, so if that's interesting to you, click the iCard to watch. But with that being said, thank you guys so very much for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you're notified every time I post a video. Tell me in the comments down below which song was your favorite and are you excited for a potential sequel? But yeah, remember that I love you guys so much and I will see you guys hopefully very, very soon. Bye!